Good morning and welcome to Homepage, a public affairs feature of 93.7 K Country and Wind FM, 92.5, 95.5, and 107.9. I'm Kathy Dugan, and my first guest this morning, I've got two, is Keith Poole, director for the 38th Annual Ocala Shrine Rodeo. I really don't know a whole lot about the Shriners, what you guys do, how you got started. So who are the Shriners?
So Shriners are... easiest way to describe it. Shriners is a fraternal organization that raises money for Shriners Hospital for Children. Mm-hmm. And so to be a Shriner, you must be a Mason. And so the Masonic order is a male fraternity that's been around for a long time. And the philanthropy side of this is the Shrine. And so we have 22 hospitals and clinics around the country, around the world that we support. And so our local Ocala Shrine Club falls underneath of the Morocco Temple, which is out of Jacksonville.
Okay.
And so we raise money for the hospital, and then we raise money for other charities in Marion County. And so so the Ocala Shrine Rodeo, this will be our 38th year. Mm-hmm. And we've been raising money for the Shriners Hospital for Children and for local charities for a long time. So this is it's a community event. It's been around for a long time. And what else would you like to know?
Well, do you get to wear a fez?
Yes, ma'am. I wear a fez. So we have fezzes and go-karts and buggies and motorcycles and all of the fun stuff. We do a lot of parades. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Y'all have always done a lot for the kids. I have a friend whose brother benefited from the Shriners Hospital. I believe he went to is there one in Tampa?
Yes, ma'am. Shriners Hospital for Children in Tampa. Yes, ma'am. It's an orthopedic hospital. I
think that's the one that he went to, and he benefited from it. And now he's a grown man doing great with the help of the Shriners. I actually participated when I lived in Evansville. I got to participate in the Shriners Circus, which was a ton of fun. And, of course, all the Shrine Rodeos that we've done here. This is going to be the 38th one, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. 38th year.
Wow, incredible. That's going to be way too much fun. It's going to be going on Friday and Saturday, September 4th and 5th at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. And I guess a big question with the Shriners Rodeo this year is, how's that going to work out with COVID-19 and with the social distancing? Are you guys doing anything different?
So we are following CDC guidelines. They are recommendations. They're not mandatory. We are doing our best to adhere to those guidelines. We are going to encourage folks to wear masks, and we all want to be safe, wash our hands, take care of each other. If you're sick, if you got a fever, we appreciate your support, but we really don't want you to come to the rodeo. And so we'll look to have a good time. It will probably be the biggest event Ocala has seen since COVID has taken its toll on our community. So we want everybody to be safe. We want them to come out and enjoy the show, but we want them to leave and go home safe as well. So we're encouraging everybody to stay healthy.
Well, absolutely. But you got to have fun still. I mean, the kids have been dealing with being at home, even though, they're not at school. Well, they're back at school now, but a lot of them are still learning from home, and they're just going stir crazy. And I know mom and dad are too. So this is a great opportunity to get out and do something wonderful in the community and for the community. You're helping kids. I mean, that's the bottom line, right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our heart is with the kids, and that's what we're there for. We take great pride in it. We have about 300 local kids that fall underneath our jurisdiction in the Ocala area. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and we build those relationships with the kids, and it's fun to see them grow up. It's fun to see them come back. This year's been a little challenging. We normally have a Princess and Buckaroo. This year we were not able to nominate one just with everything going on, and it's been crazy, but it's a good time. So it's fun to see them grow up. It's fun to see them come out and participate.
Absolutely, and they can come on out on the 4th and 5th. Gates open at 5:30. The rodeo starts at 7:30. It's only $22 in advance. 5 and under get in free, and then you're doing something special on Friday. You're going to be doing $10 for 6 to 11 with paying adults. So that might help out some families too.
Yes, Friday night is kids' night, yes. So from 6 to 11, yes.
Well, I want to know what made you want to become a Shriner.
What made me become a Shriner?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know much about it. I had seen them in the parades, I had talked to a few old farts in town, and they told me that it was something that I really needed to get involved with, and so I joined, and there was a huge disparity in age. But I jumped in with both feet. I have been a Shriner since 2002, and it's a good time. It's very rewarding. You get out of it what you put into it. To see the results, this little rodeo has raised $1.5 million in the last 37 years. It's a community rodeo. It's a community event. It's a staple. Everybody knows Labor Day weekend is the Ocala Shrine Rodeo, and so we're very proud of it. There's some gentlemen and brothers have paved the way for this, and they've blood, sweat, and tears have gotten there. And the pavilion is a great facility. It's a covered arena, so rain or shine, we'll have the event. Last year we were blessed with some hurricanes to come through our way and disrupt us a little bit. We had some events and had to shift some things around, but good Lord knows what He's doing. So we're coming back full strength this year. We're hoping to have a great crowd. Should be a great show. We are bringing the bullfighters back. So if anybody got to experience the bullfighters last year, it's a great show. They are live and in person. So it's the ultimate bullfighter, and he gets in the ring with the bulls, and it's an awesome show.
Well, better him than us, right?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This is going to be so fantastic. We're very excited about it. You guys always do great fundraisers. And also, the Shriners is a fraternity. You do have a division where the ladies can help out as well. Absolutely, absolutely. Those are the Daughters of the Nile. And so we've got a couple different appendant bodies within the shrine that the ladies come, and we wouldn't be where we are at without our ladies. They're the women behind the men. Absolutely. They're a huge help. They're the backbone of what we do, and so we couldn't do it without them. So very, very much a big part. We have the Ocala Shrine Club, which is located on Mary Camp Road. We've been there for a long time. We do offer catering. We offer club rentals. We've got a full kitchen over there, a full staff bar. So we have rental opportunities if anybody out there would like to rent a facility. It is very nice, and we take rentals throughout the year. That sounds fabulous. I'm excited about the rodeo. So we've been giving away tickets to our K-Country listeners, and they're just going crazy insane about it. They're so excited just to be a part of this incredible event in its 38th year. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, we couldn't do it without the Shriners. Keith, thank you so much. I appreciate you talking to me today. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Kathy. We appreciate it. And let everybody know, OcalaShrineRodeo.com, Labor Day weekend, September 4th and 5th.
This year, the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is everywhere. Every suburban sidewalk, every busy avenue, every scenic path, everywhere. All of us are raising funds for one goal: a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia. Because this disease isn't waiting, neither are you. Take the first step on your walk right now. Go to alz.org/walk and join the movement. Join us on Saturday, September 26th in Ocala.
No matter how we're social distancing, we'll always want to celebrate the moments that matter most. So if you're raising a glass to the ones you love, please drink responsibly. Be sure to stay hydrated between beers. Grab some food before or with your drink. And always enjoy in moderation. We may be keeping our distance, but we're all in this together. A message from the Anheuser-Busch Foundation and local beverage distributor Tri-Eagle Sales.
My next guest is recent retiree and new PR guy for ABATE Florida Forest Chapter, Ray Thomas. Hey, Ray, been looking forward to talking to you. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, Kathy. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic, and excited to talk to you today about ABATE of Marion County.
Cool.
So, what is your official position with ABATE?
I am the local public relations chairman.
That's wonderful. How'd you get involved with that?
Oh, I've been involved in ABATE since 1981 in different states.
Mm-hmm. So, obviously you enjoy working with them.
Oh, yeah. I moved here in April, got involved fairly soon.
Well, that's fantastic. So, do you actually ride? You like riding?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We're motorcycle people, too.
Yeah, I've been riding since 1964.
Oh, that's fantastic. Isn't it awesome to just get on that bike and just go out there and let the wind whip around your face and it's just like the most amazing thing.
especially in the mornings before it gets hot.
I know, right? Oh, gosh. Riding the bike on a hot summer's day, that is probably one of the worst things because you can't cool off no matter what. But, oh, man, I love it. So let's start with...
It's fun to ride into rain and then ride out and get dried off.
That is a really good part. As long as the rain isn't like pelting down so that it feels like needles on you. So you've been there, done that. So let's start with telling everybody what ABATE is.
ABATE is a motorcycle rights organization, an MRO. Started in the mid-'70s in Indiana and California. Each state is autonomous. It's not a nationwide organization, even though we're spread out throughout the country. The local chapter here in Florida was started, this is in 2021, we'll be celebrating 30 years of the Marion County chapter. Also known, the name is the Forest chapter. It's here in Marion County. But 30 years of motorcycle rights. Now, by that, ABATE itself stands for American Brotherhood Aimed Towards Education.
Okay.
We try to educate three distinct groups. We try to educate politicians who pass laws a lot of times without knowing the impact on motorcycles. And we try to educate them. For example, there was a politician not long ago that suggested we have seatbelts on motorcycles.
Okay.
Dumb idea. I mean, what happens when you have a wreck? A motorcycle tumbles, and you'd be strapped to this 500-pound motorcycle and squashed.
Exactly.
So we try to educate the politicians about some of the laws they try to pass, and how they negatively affect motorcycling. Second group we try to educate is the general public, reminding them that to look for motorcycles, we're not looking for special, privileges or anything, but just a reminder that something as tiny as a stop sign or an electric pole can hide the profile of a motorcycle.
Absolutely.
So we just ask them to look twice because, let's face it, there is no such thing as a fender bender on a motorcycle.
No, there's not.
And we also try to educate our members. Make sure they're licensed. Make sure they take safety courses. We're all about safety. Make sure they ride legally. Make sure they ride sober. We educate our riders and our members and other motorcyclists to obey the traffic laws, to take care of yourself. Now, ABATE offers at no charge motorcycle training courses.
Okay.
For safety purposes. Because, what is it? 90% of the people out there haven't had any rider's education or driver's education, since high school. That's scary.
That is kind of scary because I never thought of it that way, yeah.
And we all develop bad habits, no matter how much, over 70% of the people think they're above average drivers, which is, mathematically impossible.
Oh, that's true.
But unless you've taken advanced courses and continue to take advanced courses, you develop bad habits without knowing it. And that's what we try to emphasize and stress to our members and other motorcyclists. So that's what we do. We're a motorcycle rights and safety organization.
I love that. See, and having ridden with my husband for years, I'm like, I could do this. So he got me a scooter, and I got a little too cocky and almost wrecked it. And I said, I'm done. I'm better as a rider. Some people are better riders. I'm a wiggler, so I'm not a great rider, but I'm a better rider than I am a driver. For sure, I know that. So know your limitations.
I understand that completely. My wife wanted a bike. She took the safety class, got a license, and could not get comfortable no matter what on two wheels.
Yeah.
The longer she rode, the less comfortable she got. So finally, we got her a trike, and she's fine now.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've thought about those.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but she loves it. We ride all over the place. We've ridden in Arizona and Illinois and Michigan.
Wow. Have you done Sturgis?
Oh, yeah. I used to live in South Dakota and California. I've been to Sturgis over a dozen times.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know they did Little Sturgis. Was it in Kentucky they would do that?
I'm not sure. There's various places that, as soon as you park a bunch of bikes in the middle of the road, they call it Little Sturgis.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I lived in Indiana for a while, so I remember them saying something about Little Sturgis, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool, but we didn't have a bike then, so we couldn't really do it. But we have one now, which is great, so that's always fun. The safety is the biggest part, though, and I love that you guys promote so much safety. You've got your motorcycle safety awareness program. And you've just got so much wonderful things going on. You work at the state, the local, the national levels, which is fantastic. A lot of these politicians haven't ever been on a bike even, and they want to pass different bills and stuff. So it is up to you guys to educate these people who are going and saying, this is what we want. They don't know.
Absolutely. For example, one old issue years ago, when Joan Claybrook was head of the National Traffic Safety Administration and part of the DOT, she came up with an idea saying motorcycles should have the steering wheel on the back, or the steering, it should be a backwards motorcycle. You steer with the back wheel. And a couple prototypes were made, and the professional riders could not ride more than 15 feet without falling down because physics says you can't do that on a two-wheeled motorcycle.
Oh, my gosh.
But that's the type of, thing we have to educate politicians and regulators about. Some things just are not feasible. There was one politician in California a few years ago that decided, well, we need to charge special for insurance. We're going to charge you $1 per cubic centimeter displacement per month per your motorcycle.
What?
So if you have a 750cc motorcycle, it's $750 a month for insurance.
That's insane.
1,800cc motorcycle. Yeah. I mean, they don't. But the problem is they start passing laws. A lot of the time they don't know much about what's going on. So ABATE has a full-time professional lobbyist in Tallahassee who works with the legislature, and works with Transportation Committee, and is very well known.
Oh, that's good.
We've been doing that over 30 years.
Wow.
So it's we've had some successes, we've had some failures, but we're there for motorcyclists.
And you're doing what you feel is right. You're doing things that you've experienced. You've actually ridden. Like you said, you've been riding since the 60s. You know a thing or two about a thing or two when it comes to riding.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Now, sometimes people look at us as the anti-helmet group, and we're not.
Mm-mm.
We support voluntary helmet use, but we believe it should be a matter of choice for the simple reason being, yes, there are times the helmet can help. There's also many times the helmet can hurt.
Oh, really?
And one perfect example, Dale Earnhardt was killed when his helmet cracked his spine.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, now that's why NASCAR drivers have to wear that big solid neck holder right now, and they can't turn their heads.
Oh, my gosh. I never thought of that. Yeah, they've got the Haas device now. Oh, my gosh. Never thought of it.
A helmet can cause more problems than it helps. And because they are so controversial, we firmly believe it should be a matter of choice. No helmet in the world is going to help anybody at highway speeds. That just is not going to happen. If a car crosses the center line and hits you, I don't care if you're wearing a $10,000 helmet. You're done.
You're done, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I had a friend that passed away a few years back on the way back from Bike Week in Daytona. Somebody had crossed the line and hit him and just, had a helmet on. You're right. The helmet's not going to help you there.
Unfortunately, the most common form of motorcycle accident resulting in serious injury or death is when a driver left turns in front of them. Over 70% of the time when there's two vehicles involved, it's the fault of the car driver. And the common refrain is, officer, I didn't see the motorcycle. Drill that in for members. Hey, it is not paranoia when they actually are out to get you.
Wow. Right? No, right. They and that's what you hear so much. I didn't see the motorcycle. That's what worries me when my husband rides his bike, is that people don't pay attention, and you really need to. You're sharing the road with motorcycle riders, bicycle riders, sometimes scooter riders. They've got those little spiders out there now.
Mm-hmm. Pedestrians. Oh my gosh, just so many reports of pedestrians getting hit. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, we can. Now, one of the things in addition to this, we raise funds with different runs and events, but coming up in September, we have a run, a free one, honoring first responders.
I love this. And it's going to be on September 12th, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So
it's free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we start and end at O'Callahan's Restaurant on Silver Springs Boulevard here in Ocala.
Yep.
And we'll be divided into 5 groups that will go to different fire stations, EMS, and police stations.
I love this.
Introduce ourselves and tell them thank you. That we appreciate you. We appreciate you being there.
You know how much that means to them when you do that?
Hopefully a lot. I haven't been on one yet because I'm new to town. But
it does. It means so much to them. We've hosted lunches for first responders. They are so appreciative that they're being acknowledged. They really are. It means the world.
Yeah, that's why we're doing it, because unfortunately a lot of times our members meet EMS after an accident, and we'd rather meet them ahead of time.
There you go.
And just to say thank you. We appreciate you being there.
So your sign-in's at 10, kickstand's up at 11, and last back at 3:30. You're going until 4:30, though, because you have some cool things like drawings and a 50-50 raffle, too.
Correct. There's some raffle drawings and 50-50, and information about ABATE, safety information and membership information, and who we are, what we are, and what we do.
I love this.
We're trying to get people to come out, and there's no charge whatsoever. There will be food available at the Callahans, but there's absolutely no charge to come and participate in the run. We have little cards that we'll be passing out at the fire stations and EMS and so on. Inside, of course, there's some candy that are lifesavers, appropriate to them.
Very appropriate.
So
I love what you guys
we're all
do.
about. And we invite anyone and everyone to attend. ABATE is not limited by type of motorcycle. I ride a Harley-Davidson and a Honda. We have all types of motorcycles included in ABATE. You don't even have to own a motorcycle to attend. Just anyone that supports highway safety is more than welcome to attend.
That's fantastic. And you can get information by calling Bridget Pace at 352-361-1262 or John Mellon at 352-318-6514. I hope I pronounced their names correctly. So,
yes, you did.
Oh, good.
That's our vice president and president in order.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So the people right at the top can give you all the information you need if you need any more. You're also doing, I saw on your Facebook page, an international virtual bike show, and that's coming up on Saturday the 5th. So that sounds pretty cool, too.
That's something new for us. We haven't really done this type of thing before, so it'll be really interesting to see how that turns out. You can Google it, or you can get to Facebook through ABATE Florida Forest Chapter. And that's our Facebook page. A lot of stuff going on there. A lot of up-to-date. I mean, it's updated on a regular basis. There's one of these flyers and a map there of the places we're going to be going on the 12th.
I love it.
As well as other information about ABATE and the people and so on, what we do.
Wow, you've got some great events, the International Virtual Bike Show, and then coming up in October, Fire Rock Irish Pub's Jambalaya Cook-Off. That's going to benefit ABATE as well. Do you get most of your funding from fundraisers like this?
Yes, we're a not-profit organization. Nobody gets paid. We're all volunteers. And so we raise funds through, 50-50 raffles from events, from products like T-shirts and hats, and the normal way that non-profit and or not-for-profit organizations raise funds.
That's fantastic. Now, you told me recently that you just retired, so are you working even more now with ABATE, or are you just really enjoying yourself?
A little bit of both. I'm spending a lot more time during the day on ABATE than I ever could before. Like we have a newsletter that we've got over 200 members here, just locally, and we've got a newsletter that we deliver to our advertisers. And we've got a bunch of advertisers. It takes a little riding around to deliver the newsletters. Right. I also take out these flyers to different places. And I try to talk to businesses about advertising in our newsletter because that's another way we pay for the newsletter and raise funds. Spend some time during the day, which is kind of fun since I'm retired. It's get on the bike and go do things.
Why not? Yeah. And I checked out, I saw some of your newsletters online, and they are really nice. You guys do a great job.
Well, thank you. Our newsletter editor puts a lot of work into it.
Oh, well, it looks really great, and you guys do such a good job. And you do so much to help out those who ride and those who don't ride. They have people that ride who they love, and they want those people to stay safe. So with ABATE, you're learning so much. The education part, I really love that so much, especially the motorcycle safety awareness program. Now with ABATE, how old do you have to be to join?
We don't really have an age limit.
Okay. So
some states have a junior ABATE program for people too young to have their own driver's license, but we really don't have an age limit.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic.
Families are welcome. It's a family-friendly organization. I mean, we're not out causing problems. We're not out, burning things or whatever.
You're not a bike gang. Let's just put it out there. You're not a bike gang. You are a motorcycle awareness group, which is wonderful.
Yes. And the acronym stands for American Brotherhood Aimed Towards Education.
And let's drive this home Saturday, the 12th. It's going to be at O'Callahan's. Doesn't cost anything. Sign-in is at 10. Kickstands up at 11. Last back at 3:30. Event ends at 4:30. Drawings and 50-50 raffle. And this is going to be for Marion County's first responders. And we love our first responders. So if you have a bike or if you are a rider, I'm a rider. I don't drive the bike. Which is a good thing. Be grateful. But if you're a bike, if you own a bike or you're a rider, find your friend who has a bike or your husband who has a bike, or some guys, the wife has the bike. But yeah, get in on this. This is going to be wonderful. And I'm sure we're going to have a beautiful day for it because you got to have a beautiful day when you're doing this, right?
Oh, absolutely. And all bikes are welcome, all makes, models, trikes, quad, you name it. They're all welcome.
It's fantastic. So for more information, again, call Bridget at 352-361-1262 or John at 352-318-6514. You can also check out forest.abateflorida.com as well as your Facebook page. And I went to your Facebook page and I was very impressed at all the information on it. And you are so up to date. Your Facebook page is fantastic.
Well, thank you.
You are
do a lot of
very
work on
welcome.
it to keep it current.
Very good. Well, Ray, thank you so much for talking with us today. I am so looking forward to this event, and I know it's going to be a huge success for y'all.
I sure hope so. Thank you so much. Hope to see you there.
What an absolute pleasure talking to my guest today. That's Ray Thomas from ABATE of Florida Forest Chapter. He's a new PR guy. He's recently retired. Just a joy to talk to. And before that, we spoke with Keith Poole. Keith is with the Ocala Shrine Rodeo. We've got lots of information as well as a link to get your tickets early for the Shrine Rodeo. That's coming up September 4th and 5th. 38 years of tradition and heart comes together once again at the Ocala Shrine Rodeo. Presents broncs, bulls, and bullfighters. It's always a great time. Great way to get the family out. This world-renowned rodeo promises great family fun, rain or shine, underneath the covered livestock pavilion in Ocala. That's the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. Get your tickets today. You can go to facebook.com/937K Country. Just scroll down a bit and you will see a nice poster there. And when you click on it, I'm going to click on it right now. It'll take you right to the Ocala Shrine Rodeos page where you can purchase those tickets and get your family in there. It's going to be a great time. And remember, it is rain or shine. There will be proper social distancing. And this Friday, of course, is family night. So keep that in mind as well. Homepage is presented as a public affairs feature of 93.7 K Country and Wind FM, 92.5, 95.5, and 107.9. Your comments are always welcome, and you can email me at homepage at ncfmgroup.com. You can also listen to Homepage by going to our websites at 937kcountry.com and windfm.com. I'm Kathy Dugan. Please join us again next Sunday for Homepage.